So hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. A pleasure to have you here with us in London for the film festival. Maybe we could begin with a brief introduction to your film. What can people expect when they watch it?
The film is called Boat People. It's an animated documentary about my co-director's journey to Canada from Vietnam as a child refugee from in the 80s.
Tell us a bit about the genesis of the project. Where did you get the idea and why did you want to make the film?
So my co-director, Tao Lam, she's a children's author illustrator, and she approached me about doing the project a few years back. And the core of the story was that when they were fleeing Vietnam, they were lost in tall grass, and her mother saw a line of ants and decided to follow the ants, and they led her to the river where her mother-in-law was waiting with a boat. And so that was really kind of what hooked me on the story, and we decided to make the story of the ants also kind of an important part of the film. So the film is about the migration of this family as well as the migration of a colony of ants.
Tell us a bit about the actual making of the film. What were some of the challenges you faced and some of the highlights along the way?
The main challenge was for me was figuring out how to adapt Tao's art style into animation. She works kind of by meticulously cutting out of paper with scissors and collaging things together. And so figuring out a way to bring that style to life was very challenging. And thankfully, we were supported by the National Film Board of Canada with this project, and they were very supportive of doing this kind of research and development process to figure out the style. There's not a lot of places that provide that level of support for experimentation at that level. So that was maybe the highlight, I guess, was working with the film board and just having the resources to do what we wanted to do.
And what do you hope people take away from watching the film?
I hope people take away from the film, I mean, maybe just reflecting, I guess, on why people choose to undergo this sort of a journey. It's something that's still very relevant today. And there's people in this country arriving illegally every day. And I would hope that the film can encourage us to view them with compassion and humanity.
And what does it mean to you to have the film here as part of London Film Festival?
It's been quite thrilling to be here with the film in London. It's an amazing festival. There's so many amazing films and wonderful filmmakers in attendance. So it's just been really fun to meet other filmmakers and people involved in telling stories, and just to experience London has been really nice. I've been wanting to come for a long time, and so this is a wonderful opportunity.
What do you think the importance is of film festivals like this, I guess, in bringing, a real breadth of films and storytellers, in front of the British audience?
I think film festivals are such a great way to see films that you wouldn't otherwise. There's such a small number of films that even make it to public screenings. So it's just a wonderful opportunity to see stories and get exposed to ideas that you probably wouldn't anywhere else.
And what do you hope for the film after being here at the film festival? What journey are you hoping for it to go on?
Well, we'll be doing some more film festivals. So it's starting to be quite exciting. The film is really starting to travel a lot. So that's quite exciting to look forward to. And then once it's done its festival run, it will live on the National Film Board's online platform, where it'll be freely available for everybody to see. So I'm excited for that stage of its life as well, when it can be free for everybody to access. And then I know that we're quite excited about having the film in educational settings as well. So that'll be kind of where it lives after this, I think.
And do you already know what you might work on next? And I guess what will you take from this experience onto your next project?
Well, Tao and I are working on another short film, an adaptation of one of her children's books. I have some ideas in development as well, also animation and a feature script that I'm working on, but everything's at a very early stage. So, right now we're kind of just enjoying this film being out in the world for a little bit before diving back into something.
And how do you see the opportunities at the moment for different kinds of filmmakers? Do you think that there are still barriers to more people having the opportunity, and particularly in the world of animation, rather than it kind of being the stronghold of the ones coming out of Hollywood, but more of a breadth of storytellers?
I think particularly right now, it's a bit of a challenging environment. I think where I've been with the film so far, a theme seems to be that everybody is tightening their belts a little bit and looking for ways to do things faster and cheaper. Animation, you need time to explore ideas, and you need time to experiment with technique. And I think it's challenging to find the resources to support that. We're lucky in Canada that we have quite a lot of support for the arts. But I know, a lot of places don't have that support. And I think there are a lot of filmmakers who really struggle to get their ideas developed and produced. And, that's another thing film festivals are great for is, connecting people with who they need to help make their projects.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that with me, and really enjoy the rest of the time here in London. Thanks a lot.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you.